Hello, hello, all you dungeon denizens out there. It's just your resident Ooze on the mic, coming at you live from the Void Keep depths of Furia. Still in PNG form, but still coming in hard and hot as far as just the VTubing game is concerned. But yeah, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good day and a good Wednesday at that. It's last day of my weekend. I'm back into the grind for tomorrow for work, or at least my work week. I'm hoping everyone's having a good day. Moofy, good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Very good to see you as well. But yeah, I'm hoping everyone's having a good day and also taking care to keep themselves hydrated and keep themselves in good spirits. But yeah, we're going to be playing some Final Fantasy XIV today, which should be a lot of fun. And going to be doing some more MSQ for Stormblood, which should be a lot of good stuff and good times as well. I did want to give a shout out to some new followers, new dungeon denizens at that. But thank you to, as I can see here, wham! There's a quack. Thank you for the quack, Moofy. But thank you very much for Crowix and B Void 20 from LDS's raid from the other day, and then Sachi Kinoshita. Wasn't expecting to see you as a follower here as well, but thank you very much for the follow. But yeah, that was on purpose, fair. Alright, but good to see everyone in here. We're going to be playing some Final Fantasy XIV, just going through a little bit more leveling at the moment, which should be fun. And then, if anything, I was thinking on Friday we might want to switch it up. Considering it is getting close to Halloween, I was figuring we might be able to do like a spooky media share. I think that might be pretty fun, or maybe watch some like spooky videos and all that on Friday, maybe on Monday coming up as well, considering that's the day before Halloween's Eve as it is. But yeah, for the meantime though, we're gonna go ahead and get into some gaming and get into some Final Fantasy XIV. So I did a little bit of some changing around for my character, if you guys can see. I actually got a Fantasia, and I am now a Viera, and a very nice looking Viera at that, I'll say that much. So hooray. I was playing a little bit of some Dragoon. Wait, what? all the sound alerts, it seems. But I was actually going through a little bit. You're good. Fanta removes all your gear. That's what I did as well. But I'm looking pretty nice, I gotta say. Yeah, look at that. Look at that shit. Get a load of that. Handsome AF right now, man. I was originally a Viera, and then Neferia was Mikote for a little while. So I went Mikote for a bit, but I've been missing the male Viera aesthetic, so I decided to go back into that. And put a little bit of an Oozy trim to it, so I got some green in there as well. But yeah, Oozy Bunny. I'm still Miko, yep. I'm going to probably switch to my regular gear. I do want to switch over to Dancer. Let's see. Probably has been a while. Boom. Solid. Can I wear the hat? I cannot wear the hat. Ah well, it looks good anyway. That honestly looks super cool. I like it. I also like the little feather. Also, is the music a little bit loud, peeps, or is it not too bad? So let's see. technical step I got. Don't have any other stuff. Gotta go to Othard's North and Namai. And we're gonna head on. It ain't bad. Okay, that's good. So yeah, we're gonna go and head over to that little spot there. We're gonna do some more quest. I remember. I probably don't want to jump off the building here. Oh, and I fall. Well, that's okay. So let's see. Go this way. Still need to get you those Aether Currents, we do. But it's fine. I'll deal with it for the meantime. Well. So last time we left off, I know that we just had Hien and all of them meet up with Yotsuyu, and also find out that apparently the person that was assigned to look after Yotsuyu, pretty much did some pretty messed up shit to her, which I'm not a fan of. But at this point, I'm starting to see that Yotsuyu definitely had no real help and not a whole lot of love in her life, which is why she became a little bit more of this very destructive, very, like, monstrous kind of person. But just from, like, everything going on with, like, her mother to the whole being sold into a brothel and everything like that, it's just like, I can't help but feel mad. I can't help but feel mad about that. It's like, whoop. Oh, this has no... Ah! Okay, here we go. I am wondering how much more story we have to go to at this point. Also, I have to wonder what this whole Asahi dude is about, really. He seems a little bit odd. Yes. To the Doman Enclave. Probably want to start activating all these Aethernet shards here. So where are we going? Oh, it's quite literally there. I might as well grab these Aethernet shards while I'm here, though, just to, like, speed up the process if I'm ever down in this area. Please, says Neferia. Northern Enclave is the last one. Right? Yep. The one garden. Nice. So theoretically... Ah. Yes. Alright, so now we can go talk to all these folks here. Alize, what do you gotta say? Did you see the sincerity in his eyes when he spoke with his army? It feels strange saying this. What if he truly has come to sue for peace? Maybe? I trust you will inform Lord Yen of our encounter with the Red Kojin. If we are to deter them from encroaching on Yanxia, our response must be swift and decisive. I understand you served as the ambassador's escort. My thanks. What do you gotta say, Yukiri? Thank you again for agreeing to join us. If not for your aid, the Kojin may well have overwhelmed us. Pray go on ahead. Lord Yen is expecting you. I will remain without and keep watch over our guest. Well, we had best not keep him waiting. Wonder where we're gonna go for this. Alright. Judging by the sparkle in Alphinode's eyes, the discussion was riveting. How sorry I am to have missed it. Akiro. Master Alphino has shared with us his knowledge of the icons and reminded us of the threat they pose in doing so. It is strangely comforting to know the Empire shares our concerns. Feeling refreshed, I trust. We have considered the ramifications of this proposal from every angle. I believe Lord Yen has reached a decision. What do we got, Lord Yen? Welcome back, my friend. Yugiri tells me you accompanied her and Asahi on a tour of Yanxia. I had hoped you might make the opportunity to recover from your exertions at Sakazuki. But I gather your time was well spent. Until the ambassador affords Yugiri a chance to make a full report, however, I must rely on you to supply the details. So please, tell us how it all unfolded. Went a little something like this. The Red Kojin here? Have there been any other such incidents since the liberation? Not that I am aware of. If they are planning some new venture here in Yanxia, we'll need to increase patrols. In any event, I am indebted to you for fighting them off. But tell me, and don't be modest, was Asahi truly the first to leap to the youngster's aid? He was. I was quick to doubt him when we first met, but his desire to save them seemed quite genuine. It's possible he truly believes what he's saying. In time I've shown you, you have always been an excellent judge of character. What do you make of the ambassador? He may very well be an honorable man. Oh, how I would love to believe that. An ally within the Empire could change everything. You give us a real chance at peace. Regardless of his aim, I am resigned to playing his game, for now at least. Well, swearing summoning should be simple enough, considering you never dabbled in it in the first place, which just leaves the somewhat thornier question of how to police the Red Kojin. was that very question in mind that I had sought Alphino's counsel. Thanks to his knowledge of the icons and the rituals used to invoke them, I believe we've identified a workable solution. As you will recall, Susanoo was summoned forth using the power of relics locked away in the Kojin's treasure vault on the Isle of Zeki. Though said relics remain there to this day, it is all but certain that the act of summoning exhausted their stores of aether, making subsequent summonings impossible. Assuming this is the case, for that is the case, preventing the Primal's return rests on denying the Red Kojin the means to amass new stores of aether, either via the acquisition of crystals or the relics they are wont to collect. For this, I plan to enlist the aid of your friends, or our friends, the Blue Kojin. Since Doma's liberation, we have forged closer bonds with Bonshin and his people. With their support, quite confident we can keep the Red from attaining what they require to call upon this Susanoo. And what of the prisoners? They will be exchanged as agreed, and give full credit to Asahi for the success of the transaction. If there is aught we can do to help the Popularis garner favor, I mean to see it done. But first, I have some unfinished business to attend to. Would you all come with me? Yes, of course, but what manner of business? A past mistake which I would see put right, one which has weighed heavy on my mind. What are you talking about? Yotsuyu.
I had her brought here in secret while the three of you kept our guest company.
Ah, that makes sense. Oh.
The world has not been kind to you, it is true. But that does not excuse your sins. You should be at the bottom of the river. Yet here you are, the living, breathing proof of my failure. A failure for which I would now make amends.
What did I do? I don't remember. Was it really so terrible? Tell me, please. What did I do?
You speak of sins, my lord. But at whose feet do those sins lie? With the soldiers who committed the crimes, or those who commanded them to do so? With both, I would say. For all have a conscience, and all must choose. But with no memory of who she is, or what she has done, what sin remains to be cleansed?
You ask that I show mercy.
It's a tough ask, but
I ask why the heavens saw fit to deny me my rest. Why Yotsuyu was spared not only death, but the bitter memories of her life.
You truly think it the will of the Kami? If so, her life is not mine to take. It is yours to safeguard. Come the hour of the exchange, if her memories have not returned, she may remain here in Doma to live out her days as Tsuyu. But if they do, the Guardians shall have their viceroy. Though the people will protest, they will come to accept my decision when they have been reunited with their loved ones.
Thank you, my lord.
Now then, I believe we have kept our guest waiting long enough. Did Gorsetsu not seem strange to you? His sympathy for Yotsuyu apart, I know his powers of endurance only too well, but after all he has suffered, even he should not be on his feet. He puts on a brave face for our sakes, but it would not surprise me if he lacked the strength to raise his blade. Though I suppose if he and Yotsuyu are to enjoy a life of peace and quiet, he will have little use for it. It falls to us to shape that future, one in which he need never again set foot on the battlefield.
I mean, he did sell his sword. Initially. It's possible. It's a lot to be said, though, because this has a lot of implications. We are trying to curry favor with Asahi and the Popularis, but we really can't give Yotsuyu over to them. I had no idea Yotsuyu's return weighed so heavily on Lord Hien's mind. I couldn't say if Tsuyu's predicament is the will of the kami, but Gosetsu certainly seemed convinced. It would seem Lord Hien has at last reached a decision. The uncertainty in his eyes has given way to resolve. Rise of a new sun. With Yotsuyu safely in Gosetsu's care, all that remains is to answer Asahi's proposal. I realize other matters demand your attention, but I would ask that you stay a while longer to see this business through. I mean, I'm here to put back this state of affairs as it is, so I got to. That's a really cool aesthetic, too.
My apologies. Our deliberations took longer than expected.
Think nothing of it. The time afforded me the opportunity to go on a rather rousing excursion through Yansha. You have reached a decision, then?
We are willing to cooperate with you in combating the Icon threat, and also in the exchange of prisoners. Assuming you accept our conditions, of course. As you know, your sister is in our care. Due to certain complications, however, we are hesitant to release her into your custody.
Complications?
She was inside Doma Castle when it collapsed. Though she survived, she remembers nothing of her past life, not even her name. To clarify, she is in our care not as a prisoner, but as a vulnerable citizen of Doma.
Are you saying you refuse to release her?
Not at all. If her memory returns before the appointed hour.
And if not, what exactly? You will accommodate her here in Doma?
So it seemed
Well,
there.
I sincerely doubt she will be of any great strategic value to the Empire. She spends her days daydreaming of Dango.
Dango. How dreadful. Very well. In light of our recent misstep in Sakazuki, it seems only fair that I show you the same understanding you have shown us. Though I do have one small request. Regardless of Yotsuyu's value to the Empire, she is yet my sister. Before I leave, might you permit me to speak with her in private?
Of course. Perhaps you could even bring her a plate of dango. She would be most pleased. Yugiri will see you to her chambers.
Can only imagine how this can go. It seems a little convenient. I mean, maybe truthfully she doesn't know what's going on, but it is convenient that she lost her memories after the fall. Could have been that a piece of debris hit her head pretty hard. Forgive me, my lord, but has he not been gone over long? Perhaps I should... Calm yourself, Gosetsu. I understand your concern, but we have to wait. He deserves that much. I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting. Thank you for your understanding. Long did I dream of this reunion, but never did I imagine it would be so joyless. A part of me hoped your stories of her condition were just that, but alas, it is as you say. Tsuyu, do you remember anything of this man? Anything at all? No. I am a stranger to her. That much was clear to me from a single look. I leave her in your care. As you wish. Now, if you will excuse me, my superiors are long over to report. You'll be elated to hear of our agreement. Of that, I have no doubt. As for the exchange itself, once I have obtained the relevant permissions, I'll arrange for your people to be relieved of their various duties and sent here to Yanxia. This will take time, of course. Of course. You may rest assured your soldiers will be well cared for until your return. You'll also begin taking steps to better counter the threat of the Kojin and their icon. Before you take your leave, there is one other matter. I am informed it was you who took the lead in rescuing 2 young domans from a band of Kojin sellswords. I have not yet had time to thank you properly. Please, there is no need to thank me. I only did what anyone would do under the circumstances. Fortunately, I was in good company at the time. The blight of the Red Kojin is of the Empire's making. Were it not for our transgressions, those children would not have needed saving. The people of Doma have suffered enough, my lord, and I promise to do all in my power to spare them further pain, be it at the hands of the Kojin, or indeed the Empire. I pray the Emperor will see things as you do. There may yet be hope for us all. Until we meet again. Well, at least he was honorable and graceful about that. That's good. Gosetsu, as before, I leave Yotsuyu to you. I invite the rest of you to join me outside. Let's treat Asahi to a proper farewell. I gotta wonder. Gotta wonder what's going on with that. Oh. Do you have anything else to say, Hakuro? If Yotsuyu is to remain in Doma for good, we cannot keep her confined to this manor. The people must be made to see that she is no longer the monster they remember. I wonder when we can play as like the wolf-headed folks here. That'd be pretty dope. I know they're going to be bringing out the female Hrothgar probably in the next expansion, which would be pretty cool. If my dear sister's memory does not return, I pray we'll take good care of her. Lord Hien has made a wise decision. Our superiors will be happy and pleased. I wondered if the sight of her stepbrother might bring Yotsuyu back to her senses, but mayhap nothing will. Nevertheless, we must continue to watch her until we can be certain that her condition is permanent. If only our previous encounters with the Empire had been this cordial. Here's to the future, I suppose. Without the threat of Imperial attacks hanging over our heads, we may devote our energies to dealing with the Red Kojin. And then there'll be nothing left to impede Donna's restoration. The Ambassador's airship awaits at Castrum Fluminus. Let's be off. Well, off we go. Wonder what we're gonna have to deal with.
I wish you a safe journey.
This has been a most enjoyable visit. I look forward to our next meeting. Maxima, would you take the others and see that all is ready for our departure?
Huh.
I simply cannot leave without first giving thanks to the Warrior of Light for accompanying me through Yancha.
It was literally the least I could do. Uh-huh.
Mark me, savior of the savages. There will be a reckoning.
What? Uh-oh.
You've nowhere left to run, traitor!
Oh.
Ignorant savages! Killing us will avail you naught.
Why would you... Okay.
For every Imperial you cut down, 1,000 more will come. Abandon this foolish endeavor and surrender. You may yet serve our righteous cause.
How dare you speak of righteousness? You who forsook kith and kin to serve conquerors!
Okay.
Be glad I grant you this mercy.
How did he get out of this situation, then? Oh.
What in the...
Oh, well, that would probably be, yeah. That's how he got out of this situation. Zeno saved him way back when.
No, just one! Cut him down!
Oh, bad idea. Just a bad and oh god. Uh-huh. He just drops it? Are you kidding? Okay, he's got a better sword now. I guess.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
This one is promising. Who remains to offer us resistance?
A host of rebels led by Lord Cayenne hold the Enclave across the river.
Oh.
Lord Cayenne.
The king of the former king of Dorma, sir. They say he is one of the greatest swordsmen alive.
Is that what they say?
Oh no.
Who was that?
Surely you jest. That was Xenos Galvus, Legatus of the 12th, the Crown Bloody Prince. I heard he was strong, but that was frightening.
Yeah, he literally took out like a squad of 10 dudes in one strike. It's like, okay.
That was Lord Xenos.
Big fanboy. Why would you reveal that you're still very much...
Everything you are, your power, even your face, it vexes me.
Sorry, bruh. And thus an obsession was born. It's like, I'm sorry, man. You can try and swing, your sword at me as much as you like. I beat your boss. I beat him pretty soundly at that. Uh-huh.
Go on. Lash out like the beast you are at an emissary and jeopardize the newfound peace between Dorma and the Empire.
You're not worth my time, idiot.
My lord was destined to lead us unto a glorious new age. Your light is nothing to his radiance.
This would be one of those times where I'd want to be able to say, like, I beat your lord soundly because he wasn't ready for me. You're not ready for me, man. I pity you, is all I have to say.
I will cherish this moment, lock it away within my heart, until the day we meet again.
It's like, did you guys just fucking see that shit? It's like, I may not be the smartest tool in the, the sharpest tool in the shed, but I know an idiot, an asshole when I see one. And that guy right there. Why the frown? Did he say something to upset you? A little bit. Are you quite well? You looked as if you were about to faint in the ambassador's arms for a moment there. I thought perhaps now we could be at ease, but your expression suggests otherwise. What troubles you, Bulat? Yeah, this guy's an asshole is what he is.
You look troubled, my friend. Was it something he said?
Yep. He doesn't care about the Domans, he's just doing this as an act. That's really all there is to
Of
it.
all the memories to witness.
Yep.
I had my doubts about him, but I would never have guessed he was a disciple of Xenos.
Yep.
My lord.
Calm yourself, Ugidi. I set no store by him or his enlightened brethren. But if by treating with them there is even the faintest hope, we might secure the return of our conscripted brothers and sisters, I must play this game. After the way I risked their lives in the rebellion, I owe them that much.
My lord, you bear no blame for their fate.
If not blame, then responsibility. They were prisoners, and still I chose to fight, knowing they could be executed in retaliation. But now we have a chance to bring them home. If it means bargaining with a monster, so be it.
My lord.
Besides, I think he likes me, which is more than some can say.
I don't know about that. I think he's gonna pull some fucking bullshit is what he's gonna do. If it makes no sense, why would he bother keeping up the pretense for so long? Only to drop it right before the very end. Perhaps he no longer thought it necessary, having secured Doma's cooperation in the prisoner exchange. If he truly is a disciple of Xenos, 'tis possible emotion simply got the better of him. Remain calm around the man who slew his lord while taking its toll. Whatever the explanation is, now is not the time for hasty reprisals. We shall proceed as planned. The Red Kojin must be placed under surveillance and the Garlean prisoners made ready for the exchange, but you need not concern yourself with the details. Leave the affairs of Doma to us. When the hour of exchange draws near, we will call for you. Sure. I should certainly hope so. Whatever the Empire's true intent, we would be on hand to play our part, either to defend Doma or to help usher in a lasting peace. I thought we might use this time to return to Eorzea, but given the volatility of the situation, mayhap it would be best if we remained in Kagane. Agreed. Between Yotsuyu's amnesia and Asahi's dubious agenda, I'd say we have ample reason to remain in the neighborhood. If anything should happen, anything at all, you must send for us at once. Oh, I will. On that you have my word. Charting a path through this sea of troubles promises to be difficult enough. I am not so proud as to attempt the feat alone. To Kagane, then. Tatara and the others must know what transpired here. Yeah, they gotta know. Soon we shall see if Asahi is true to his word. If not, I will be glad to cut out that silver tongue of his. If what you saw of the ambassador is an indication of his true nature, this prisoner exchange may not be what it seems. In fact, I'm beginning to wonder if your encounter with the Red Kojin was more than mere happenstance. Oh, like he orchestrated it? I honestly would not be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled that. It is one of those things, though. I don't know. I would imagine the only reason that he's doing this is to get back at us. Because what's to say that he doesn't try and pull something where, like, you know, he tries to do this whole thing with the prisoner exchange and then, you know, tries to say, like, well, we'll do this, but you have to give us the Warrior of Light or something. I could see that happening. I could really very much see that happening. We're gonna go here. No, I don't want to go there. There. Oh, I'm done. I'm silly. I can't just port to that. I have to do this. There we go. Since we have naught else to attend to for the moment, perhaps this would be a good opportunity to look into the present state of Garlemald, though I should probably speak with the Tana first. I don't envy Lord Hien so much rests on his decision. Welcome back, Bulat. We heard the good news about Gosetsu. I knew you'd find him. And this guy. My, it seems you're all in quite the predicament. Well, should we receive any urgent missives from Doma, rest assured, you'll be the first to know of it. Yes, of course. We're discussing ideas to replenish our coffers, but I suppose that can all wait if any urgent news should come through the office. About that, I wish to apologize to Taru. It was reckless of me to make such a purchase without first consulting you. You may be certain, however, that I mean to reimburse the Scions, even if it means drawing upon my personal funds. That's very thoughtful of you, but I'm sure it won't come to that. If Soroban's business proposition is promising as it sounds, Bulat should have no difficulty wiping the red from our ledger. What? Forgive me, Bulat, it would seem I have unwittingly heaped my financial troubles upon you. I swear I will pay you back. Though I fear I will struggle to cobble together anything of monetary value, knowledge I can gather in abundance. To start, I plan to investigate the divisions forming within the Empire. Mayhap Ryol and his associates have heard something on the subject. It's a trial series of the expansion. Gotcha. Regardless, the more we know about the politics of Garlemald, the better our chances of predicting the Imperial's next move, which might yield you an advantage on the day of the prisoner exchange. Knowing what we do of Asahi's apparent resentment towards you, I cannot say what he hopes to gain from it. But if there is even the faintest chance that a lasting peace could be forged between Doma and the Empire, what choice have we but to try? Lord Hien had the right of it. Asahi may very well be a monster, but we must play his game. For now. Yeah. Thumbs up. I guess I'll go with... Nefaria question. The striking set, that would be for melee DPS, right? Right? Am I thinking about that correctly? Because I don't see aiming as an option. I see maiming, which is not quite the same. For monk and samurai. Okay. Maiming is RPR, Reaper, and Dragoon. Oh, okay. I am thinking about leveling Dragoon. We'll go with that. Bending his tank? Okay, that works. Thank you much, Nefaria. Oh, and what do we got here, then? Okay, so now we're actually gonna see what's going on. Dancer is aiming. That's what I figured, yeah. Now I get to see what's going on here. Arranging the prisoner exchange proved easier than I thought. Yes, my lord will be most pleased everything is going according to plan. That is Yotsuyu.
Can you truly remember nothing? Nothing at all?
Were we friends?
Yes, we were good friends, you and I. In fact, I've brought you a gift.
Interesting.
I pray that one day soon, as you gaze into that mirror, you will remember the woman staring back at you.
Huh.
It's so pretty. Who are you? Who are you?
Meanwhile, in the Imperial capital. Oh. Interesting.
How are you feeling, my lord?
Imperial Medicus.
Fine, now leave me.
Are you freaking... Okay. It would be that he would be that strong where... But he straight up slit his own throat. Like, I get that they have probably way more technological advancements as far as the medical stuff, but still, that's, you know, pretty serious thing to do. They got fucked up machines and shit, yeah. Whatever Asahi is planning, we cannot let him have his way. After all Lord Hien has done, the Empire cannot be suffered to hinder Doma's restoration. I will clench a cough as you wait and see. If all goes as planned, we'll recoup the cost of Gosetsu's blade 10 times over. More often than not, it seems opportunity is wont to come knocking when the scions are about. So long as you and yours remain here in Gagane, I'm certain a profitable venture will present itself. Ah, there's the aiming coffer. Cool. Alpha has important news to share. What do we got? Ah, Bulat, impeccable timing. We have just received a letter from Lord Hien. He writes that the Domans are coordinating their efforts with the Blue Kojin to maintain a constant watch over the Red. Good. That's good. By staying on the lookout for signs of crystal hoarding and the like, they mean to nip any summoning attempts in the bud. I would imagine this is probably the patch, like this might be like 6.4, or like, sorry, it was like 4.4 or something like that, so that makes sense. That was definitely fast though. Thereby satisfying the conditions for peace set down by the ambassador. For the Garlean's part, the Popularis have sent word that a vessel bearing Doman Crom scripts is soon to arrive in Yanxia. It would seem that the prisoner exchange is to proceed as planned. Lord Hien requests your presence, and I share his view that you should be on hand at this critical juncture. Yeah, no fucking kidding. If that guy tries to pull anything with this prisoner exchange, then I need to be there to stop him. To stop him and stomp him, if all things will allow. According to the letter, Yotsuyu's memory is yet to return, so it looks like she'll be living out the rest of her days in Doma, assuming the ambassador means to honor the agreement, of course. Before we can get to that, however, I think it would be wise to assess her condition one last time. If the Domans have missed any change in her mental state, however slight, it would be better if Asahi weren't the one to spot it. Agreed. Let us make straightaways for the Enclave, then. Lord Hien will be awaiting. I trust you will cope in our absence, Tataru? Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. Just be sure to come back safely. And away we go. I have to wonder. Boo-boo-ba-da-doo, ba-da-doo, boo-boo. Boom, boom, boom. Yantia. Right. There we go. Teleport over there instead of having to walk. That's always the better way about it. What's you? You look pretty awesome. Like that outfit. We have spared no effort to increase the guard at every settlement here in Yancha. The Red Koshin will trouble us no more. On that you have my word. Good. Lord Hien is expecting you. May I show you in? Let's go. Alright, what do we got here, Lord Hien? We know the broad strokes from this letter, but I would hear the details of our Doman friend's progress from Lord Hien himself. Ever since he drained our coffers dry buying that sword, Alphino has had his purse strings in a death grip. I can't even buy a cup of tea without him going on about the dangers of frivolous spending. Sounds a lot like me. Ah, I see my letter reached you across the Ruby Sea. Thank you for coming so swiftly. Though I wrote at some length on the subject of the forthcoming exchange, there is one other matter I neglected to mention. It concerns Gosetsu. As you may have observed, he returned from his ordeal rather the worse for wear, and despite his best efforts to conceal his condition, or perhaps because of them, he recently collapsed. Good gods, is he alright? Confined to bed and grumbling without cease, but he has shown signs of recovery. He made me promise not to tell you, lest you worry unduly, which was all very well when you weren't here. Now that you are, however, I think it's high time we receive some visitors. Might you spare him a moment? Yotsuyu has scarce left his side, and I imagine you are curious to see what has become of her as well. We'll visit him at once. Bulat Alize, shall we? Let's go. Let's see the boy.
Open wide now.
Aw.
Please, Tsuyu. I'm not so frail that I cannot feed myself.
I think you are, old man.
I grow weary of the taste of gruel.
You don't like it? Can I fetch you something else?
Aye, wine. Or if that is not wholesome enough, I don't know. A sweet persimmon from Namai? I enjoyed them in my youth.
A persimmon?
Nay, pay me no mind. I am full. Besides, we have guests.
I hope we are not interrupting your meal. We had heard you were confined to bed and thought you might welcome some visitors.
He gave a suggestion for her to go and get a persimmon. She's probably gonna do that. She would be that much of a doting daughter to Gosetsu to actually want to do that for him. Gosetsu, you idiot.
A gross exaggeration. A trifle drained from my exertions, perhaps, but with a little rest, I shall be fighting fit again in no time.
Take off your clothes.
Whoa.
Gosetsu, is this how you've been spending your time?
My lady, I assure you this is not.
Off with them. We need to wash you. You stink.
Right. Gosh. Right in front of everybody. I guess it doesn't quite
What are all these
but
scars?
still.
There are so many of them.
Ooh, he's got some impale scars there.
A life of battle will leave its mark upon a man.
Uh-oh.
Is something wrong, Tsuyu?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
Uh-oh. She's starting to
But
remember.
leave me be, woman. I will not be fussed over like some newborn babe.
Very cute. They make a convincing pair, do they not? On first acquaintance, I would think him a doting grandsire and her a model grandchild. Indeed, had someone told me a year ago that I would live to bear witness to such a scene, I would have declared them mad. That aside, I am relieved to see Gosetsu has lost none of his spirit. But what a turn of events! I mean, for her to suddenly be watching over him? Couldn't make it up. Although I suppose Gosetsu is an old man, the way he charges through life can be easy to forget. Aye, he has resisted decrepitude with the same defiance he showed the enemies of Doma. But no matter how adamant his will, no man can carry on forever. He has pushed himself beyond the limits of endurance too many times. Even if his health returns, the fact remains, he will never again be the warrior he once was. He has given his all for liege and land, and will ask no more. What of his nurse? If Yotsuyu is feigning that, well, she certainly has me fooled. This is no pretense. Yukiri, out of all of us, I would think you the hardest to convince. So, what makes you so sure? I have been spying on Yotsuyu from the shadows, waiting for the misstep that would betray her charade for what it was. But her mask has never slipped, not once. She has remained in character from the first. One evening I watched her as she sat in her chambers, unguarded and alone. She had taken the dishes from the cupboard and was pretending to prepare dinner right there on the tatami. A child's game. Even the wariest shinobi would not go to such lengths. I can but conclude her mind is truly broken. Well, that's good enough for me and everyone else, I would hazard. Aye, the matter is settled. Yotsuyu will become Tsuyu and begin a new life here in Doma. Before that can happen, however, we will need to present her to the ambassador one last time to prove that her memory is truly gone. But I would not risk parading her in front of returning conscripts Her presence at the exchange would only stir up mutinous thoughts. Understandably, she is as good as fastened the chains around our necks. Aye, which is why I mean to conclude this business with Suyu first, out of the sight of my countrymen. Will you help me? We are at your service. There's no higher purpose in the pursuit of peace. My thanks. The Garleans are on their way, and we must prepare to welcome the ambassador. We'll meet you at the docks with Suyu. I can only imagine how bad that would be. Even after weeks of surveillance, it was difficult for me to accept that Yotsuyu's condition was genuine, but not as difficult as accepting Gosetsu's affection for her. The skiff will take us to our meeting with the ambassador. We will join you at the docks once preparations have been made. So I wonder how much time actually in-game has passed as far as like what's happening right now from last patch. I guess that would probably be a matter of like months. Like weeks or months depending. Speak with Alphino. Well, we'll just teleport there. Can you imagine Yotsuyu playing with bowls on the floor? I don't know that we can think of her as the same person anymore. That would be very difficult to imagine. Yeah, that would mean that she's just a completely different person. Shall we wait here then? Lord Yen should not be long. My friends, have you seen Yotsuyu? Or Suyu? She is nowhere to be found. Uh-oh. What? But the Garleans will be landing in a matter of moments. If she's fled, could it mean her memories have returned? I know not. Yugiri is scouring the streets as we speak, but it is possible Suyu has left the Enclave altogether. She's gotta be heading toward Namai. Captain, a word. Did you perchance carry a fair-skinned woman across the river? Fair-skinned woman, my lord? I do not rightly know. I think... Yes, my lord. Now that you mention it, there was a lady among the passengers whom I do not recall having seen before. Her face was hidden by the brim of her hat, but I remember taking her hand to help her onto the boat. White as new-fallen snow it was. Was she someone important, my lord? Have I done something wrong? Wrong? No. I was merely hoping to catch our guest before she departed. Be at ease, Captain. She's gotta be heading over to Namai. I have to imagine she's going to Namai to get that persimmon fruit for Gosetsu. Would seem that Kusuyu has crossed the river. Kami, help me. No good can come of this. Well, shit. Yeah, we gotta go. Without Suyu, I cannot see how the prisoner exchange, or indeed the peace process at large, can proceed. We have to find her, and soon. Her memory must have returned. Why else would she run? Though his face betrays little sign of panic, Yen is plainly desperate to find Yotsuyu before something terrible happens. Yeah, I can imagine. It seems Suyu has gone unrecognized thus far, but Kami help us if someone catches a clear view of her face. I must find her before that happens. The responsibility for her disappearance, for all of this, lies with me, but I would ask your aid nonetheless. We are at your service, Lord Hien, now as before. Let us make the crossing and begin our search. You go on ahead. Someone should let Yugiri know what we've learned. I'll join you on the other side. We have no way of knowing where Suyu's headed, so we had best divide our forces. I will take Kusakari and surrounds. Alphino, if you would take the road to Castrum Fluminus? Excuse me. Bulat, forgive me, but could I ask you to interrogate the residents of Yuzuka Manor? One of the Namazu may well have seen our quarry. Everyone is in agreement. Let us board the skiff and hope the kami smile upon our efforts. Yeah, let's hope. I'm hoping that my theory is right, that she's going over. Because I would imagine she's probably just going over to this place, just trying to get that persimmon. Because that was a very specific line. And her memory of that, like memory of Gosetsu protecting her, probably is pushing this to go with the idea that, you know, she should do something for him. Yeah, we'll see. Yo-san. Welcome to Yuzuka Manor. Yes, if there's anything you care to know, you need only... Who? A pale-skinned woman? I have seen no such traveler, I'm sorry to say, most sorry. Scaly-skinned Namazu, on the other hand, we have in abundance. Well, shit. Okay. I'm gonna really quickly check with this guy. Just repair. Yep. Cool. Yoku. Unusually pale skin. Yes, I saw this woman on the way back from my fishing trip. She had just crossed the shallows east of here and was headed in a northeasterly direction for the most part. Her steps do not seem certain. If you hurry, you might still catch her. Okay, so she is here. Also, I got the box emote. Yeah. Alright. Let's go. Oh boy. I don't want to immediately fall down and just break. Oh! Cool. It's a good thing I finished off most of that drink. I tipped over the can and I immediately had a heart attack for a good second until I realized, oh, it's mostly empty. Only air spilled. That's okay. Whew. Okay. Alright. So we just have to go down that way and also be able to get to this location. Oh, what are you? What's up here? Okay. Surveying. See no sign of Yotsuyu to the north. Perhaps she was somewhere farther off to the northeast. Perhaps. I do like that if you are strong enough in the area, you don't have to worry about like the enemies trying to fight you because they're like, nah. It's like, that's not a good idea. Oh. Someone's crafting over here. That's cool. Oh man, what peaceful music. Hoping everyone's having a good time though, and just a nice chill night so far. Final Fantasy XIV. Okay, what do we got over here? Still no sign of Yotsuyu. Perhaps she's yet further to the northeast. Well... this is very close to Namai. Yotsuyu is nowhere to be seen, but lying on the ground a short distance to the north, you spy a familiar-looking wide-brimmed hat. Because this was her hometown beforehand, right? Yeah, this is the bamboo hat here. Cursory glance is all that is required to confirm your suspicions. It is the same hat Yotsuyu was wearing when you found her in Sakazuki. Not good. Ulot, before you ask, our search of Kusakari and its surroundings has yielded exactly naught. Save this chance reunion will do, I suppose. Mistress Alize has gone to assist her brother at the castrum. It was she who informed me of the situation. I joined Lord Hien here shortly thereafter. How did you fare at Yuzuku Manor? Any sign of our missing guest? No. Wards, Namai? Atakami, if the villagers recognize her, it would not end well. Yes, hurry, you, Giri, and I will check the patties. The village square is yours. Yeah, this looks like this is gonna be bad. Oh yeah, we're getting a cutscene here. No!
Greetings. Might I have one of your... Wait! Please! I only wanted a persimmon.
I fucking called it.
Kami, save us! Her spirit has returned!
She's back from the dead to seek her revenge!
Oh no. Yeah, we need to step in.
It can't be.
She couldn't have survived. What did I do? As if you don't know!
Good people of Namai, be at ease, I pray you. You have naught to fear.
My lord, forgive me, but what is that monster doing here? They told us she was dead.
I too was surprised to learn of her survival. More even than you, I would hazard. 'Twas I who cut her down, I who left her to her fate.
Oh, we got Cat.
But it would seem the Kami had other plans. By some miracle, both she and Gosetsu were spared when the keep collapsed, though Yotsuyu's preservation came at the cost of her memory.
You're saying she's forgotten? Forgotten everything she's done?
Oh, that's not a good... yeah.
Lies! Lies, my lord! She would say anything to escape punishment!
What does it matter? We have not forgotten her crimes, and we demand justice! I beg of you, Lord Hien, draw your blade and rid us of this canker! What I saw then, it's all true. I'm sorry!
No.
I'm so sorry. You're sorry? And what? We're supposed to forgive you!
Here, there's no need to cry. Can't you see how scared she is? How can you be scared of her? She's not the same.
Until such time as her memories return, this woman shall be known as Tsuyu, and treated as a citizen of Doma. I will, however, see that she is watched at all times. Rest assured that there will be no more unannounced visits to the village. As your lord, I ask that you leave her fate in my hands, and suffer her to live, for now.
Please, Issei.
All right. I'll keep my peace. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
Burp. I have Cat. Ban Zhao. Oh boy. Well, Yotsu, how are you feeling? I don't know why everyone is so angry, but I got the fruit Gosetsu wanted. I hope he likes it. All of this, over Persimmon. I failed to consider how she might endanger herself. Knowing she has the mind of a child, I should have continued my vigilance, not relaxed it. Azami. I'm not scared of her, not anymore. I can't forget what that woman did to us, but I won't do anything to upset Asami. Razami. Yeah, it's time to go, y'all. It's time to get the heck out of here. Yen's face is a picture of relief. That would have been better avoided. But at least it did not end in bloodshed, and judging by Tsuyu's reaction, she remains oblivious to the events of her former life. That was no escape attempt. Nay, it seems it was an offhand request of Gosetsu's which brought her to Namai. She came in search of a persimmon. And they say fruit is good for the health. I do hope Gosetsu finds the taste to his liking. Well, we have certainly taken a long way around, but let's continue on to Castrum Fluminus and our meeting with the ambassador. Alphino and Alize should still be there conducting their search. Yep, it's time to go. Oh, my goodness. No, Mia, what are you doing? No, you don't get to go on the little thing there. My cat's joining me in the garage at the moment, and she's trying to clamber over some of the boxes and cardboard boxes over to the back end of the garage. No. No. Okay. So we have some place to be. So we just have to go straight down to Castrum Fluminus. Thankfully, it's not that far away. Still, that could have been way bad. That could have been really, really bad, y'all. Gladly, though. Didn't turn into anything bad. Didn't turn into bloodshed or anything like that. Or I'm trying to take reprisals. Just, you know, simple stuff. Oh my goodness, so... Wait. Mia, where'd you go? Oh, what? No, let's get out of the box. No, you... Okay. It is time for you to go back. No. Okay. The cat has been released from the garage. Okay, so we're heading back down. Alright, so far so good. Meh. No, we don't need to do that. Okay. We have made it. The Imperial airship has arrived. Whether our conscripts are aboard remains to be seen. I was sure Yotsuyu had fled, but it seems her memory hasn't returned after all. How foolish of me not to consider Gosetsu's craving for seasonal fruit. I don't think anyone could have foreseen that. Lord Hien informed us of the uproar at Namai. Thank the 12 you found Yotsuyu when you did. I dare not think what might have happened had you not. Do we have to stay here long? He'll be waiting for his fruit. It seems our imperial guests have already arrived. It is time to meet the ambassador. Let's see how this goes. I'm worried. I'm big worried right now. Uh-huh.
What a pleasure it is to see you once more, Lord Hien. Not to mention my dear sister.
A pleasure to see you too, Ambassador. Forgive us our late arrival. You have our people aboard the airship?
Exactly as agreed. We would leave you in no doubt as to the purity of our intentions. I dare say it was the self-same spirit of cooperation which prompted you to bring Yotsuyu here today.
Yep.
Indeed. Before excluding her from the exchange, I thought it only fair that you see her condition for yourself. Physically, she is in fine health, but her mind is unchanged.
So I see. But all need not necessarily be lost. In anticipation of this tragic turn of events, I took the liberty of inviting some special guests.
Are you gonna double cross us right now, Asahi? Are you really gonna be that way? Hold on. I think my Discord thing just stopped. What happened? I'm on here, yep. Oh. Uh-oh. Did the stream get disconnected or something, or am I still going? I think I might have to... Hold on. What's going on? Hold on. What happened? Did my reactive Discord thing go off? There's no PNG? Oh, okay. What happened with the thing? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna disconnect from there. Well, that's annoying. I think reactive Discord decided to take a dive at the moment. What's going on? Hold on. We're gonna mess around with this for a second. It's saying there's not a connection. Did something happen? Well, that's annoying. I wonder if I could probably just add in a picture of my PNG on the side there. It would be like this, wouldn't it? Okay. Well, sheet. Something went wrong. No. But
Ah, Yotsuyu. You look, well.
uh-oh.
Of all the people.
Is something wrong, dear sister? These are our beloved parents. Does not the sight of them bring back sweet childhood memories?
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go on a little bit of a quick 5-minute break just to see if I can shoot some things. I'll be right back. 1 moment though, peeps. Technical difficulties. Okay. I just had to refresh it apparently, and now it's actually working just fine. At least get through this cutscene, yeah. I think we're good now here, though. Okay.
Gosetsu. I have to take this to Gosetsu.
It would seem my little surprise was not sufficient.
Okay.
You needn't glare at me so, Lord Hien. I merely did what any loving son would do for his family. Lest you doubt, I am content to leave the acting viceroy in your care. Pray, treat her as you would any daughter of Dorma. Do not grow too fond of this place, dear sister. You will come back to us ere long.
We continue with the exchange as planned, then.
Very good. The structure across the river should serve our needs. We shall await you there with the conscripts. If you would bring your captives.
Agreed. Until then, Ambassador.
Yeah, this Asahi fellow was just not good. Not a good deal. I knew better than to trust Asahi, but that was a dirty trick. Still, unpleasant as it was, we have at least put the matter of Suyu's future to rest. I sent her back to the Enclave with Yugiri to give Gotsetsu his precious persimmon. Come, let's follow them. You have that look, Alphino. What is it? Oh, nothing of consequence, most like. We can discuss it upon our return. Oh boy. I suppose Suyu is to become an official Doman citizen, but what then? Will it keep her hidden here forever, or might she one day be allowed to walk amongst her countrymen? So, it would seem there will be one less prisoner at the exchange. I only hope Yotsuyu's presence here will not present further problems. We should pay a visit to Gosetsu and reassure him about Tsuyu's fate. He won't know that the Empire has finally relinquished its claim on her. For real, though, what I don't know is going to come through this.
Gosetsu, are you awake?
My lord, come in, come in. When Tsuyu returned, her eyes were red from weeping. She spoke not a word, simply sat and peeled some fruit she'd brought for me. She then claimed weariness and retired to her chamber. Tell me, what happened to upset her so?
The ambassador arranged a surprise reunion with her foster parents. A misguided attempt to restore Yotsuyu to her senses.
Yeah.
It was plain their presence caused her great distress, but she seemed otherwise unaffected.
Dislike this guy.
Yotsuyu was mistreated as a child, was she not? It was a cruel trick to use her tormentors like that, knowing the pain it could cause.
For real, though.
I like this Asahi less and less.
You and me both, Gosetsu.
Be that as it may, he has agreed to allow Yotsuyu to remain with us in Doma. Our primary concern now is to hand over the prisoners without incident and bring our people safely home.
There was one other detail at the meeting which caught my attention. I assume you all noticed the rather suspect crates within the castrum. The Imperials were quick to retrieve them afterwards, but I wonder...
Out with it, brother. You fear they might contain bombs or war machines?
If the ambassador wanted me dead, he has had ample opportunity. No, assassination is not his intent, but we should be on our guard for other acts of treachery.
Yeah.
My lord, forgive me, but the Lady Yotsuyu, she's gone.
God dang it.
Gone?
I beg your pardons, my lords. I was certain she'd fallen asleep.
No, the responsibility is mine. 'Twas I who gave her a room instead of a cell. She may simply have wandered outside. We will organize search parties. Might I call upon your assistance?
Yep. Here we go again. It's like, ah, shit. Here we go again. What's going on, Yotsuyu? I know you probably remember a good chunk of what happened, but...
Help! Help!
What? Wait, are those?
Help! Help me!
Oh. Hey, Giva! It's good to see you, buddy. Long time no see. Guys, if you're not following Giva Viri, he is an awesome dude, an awesome VTuber, an awesome chair just as well. A throne, one might say. But also a dear friend and a fellow Wrecking crew member. But I do appreciate you stopping by. How have you been? How was your trip, Giva? I know that you've been on vacation for quite a while
If
at the
only I
moment.
hadn't remembered.
So she did remember. It's great. I got engaged. Hey! Congratulations on that, dude. But congratulations on the engagement. That's super awesome, dude.
But I will not suffer his kindness. Not after what I did to him.
Who's there?
Oh, it's you. What are you doing out here in the dark?
This is the Enclave, is it? When the soldiers dragged us back to Doma, you were the last person I expected to see.
FF14 Time to Cry edition.
You're the bane of our existence, Yotsuyu. A font of misery.
Oh my goodness. These.
You couldn't even do us the simple courtesy of dying, could you? Oh, no. You had to live and taint us with the shame of your failure. We had a perfect life in the capital, and now they're making us wallow in this muddy ruin like common swine. I don't deserve this.
I rapidly care less and less about this couple right now.
Now, dear, that'll do. There seems little point in berating the girl when she scarcely remembers her own name. Our time would be better spent contemplating how we're to survive this unhappy predicament. You've kept your looks at least. I suspect you'd fetch a handsome price with the right buyer. Maybe enough to get us to Kugani and start a new business.
No fucking way. Absolutely no fucking way.
Ah, my beloved parents. No sooner do I wake from gentle slumber than the world returns in all its cruelty. Yes, this is how it always was. How it was meant to be. Very well. If I cannot escape my nature, then I shall embrace it. To the very depths I have sunk, my soul steeped in spite and rotten to the core. The self-righteous hide behind justice, but I need no such mask. Father, Mother, was it not you who made me into this monster? who taught me the truth of this miserable world. For years I knew naught but the taste of pain and humiliation. But the time has come to savor my vengeance against Doma. Against all my enemies. And it begins with you!
Yotsuyu! What?
I hate this guy.
Well done, dear sister. Did I not say you would come back to us?
Brother dearest, what a surprise. You always were a cold-blooded little worm. I doubt you thought twice about sending our parents to their deaths.
Your dagger yet drips with their blood, and you presume to judge me? To be frank, I didn't think you had the strength to slay them so cleanly. A single thrust each. I'm impressed.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say Yotsuyu's parents. Nah, I think the world is better without them. The idea of selling your daughter, doing that once before and then trying to do it again, is beyond me. But I hate this guy. This guy can also rot.
But surely you can't be satisfied with murdering a pair of doddering elders. You yearn for a deeper vengeance, and the power to see it through.
What is that?
Please. I don't want to die.
Unfortunate. Anyway.
Any sign of her? What happened here?
About that.
I knew what would happen if she recovered. And still, I did nothing. You say she left with her brother? Whatever he wants with her, he was willing to pay for it with his parents' lives. But this is neither the time nor the place. We must gather the others.
I hate it. So Asahi got his way in the end, and an unspeakable price. He really is a vile little worm, isn't he? Yotsuyu hid her recovery well. I had no inkling that her memory had returned. I keep asking myself when it could have happened. At the meeting with her parents, perhaps? But then why would she... Nay, there's not to be gained from such conjecture. So Yotsuyu has returned to the bosom of the Empire after all. I cannot say I am surprised, but what I struggle to fathom is Asahi's aim in all of this. We have recovered the Neris's remains and will hold the cremation anon. Would that they had never again set foot in Doma. I broke the news to Gotsetsu myself. He was quiet. I think it best that he be allowed some time alone with his thoughts. Lord Yan seems keen to take stock of the situation. Yeah, no kidding. So, my friends, that which we feared has come to pass. Yotsuyu has regained her memory and returned to the Imperial fold. It is by any measure a cruel twist, not least for Gosetsu, but one which does not invalidate our agreement. According to the terms of the contract, we are bound to surrender Yotsuyu in the Garlean hands should her condition prove prior to the hour of the exchange. By that reckoning, all is, if not as it should be, then as it must be. This I can accept. What I cannot accept are the unconscionable lengths to which Asahi went to achieve this outcome. Given his recent conduct and his apparent admiration for Xenos, it is plain he cannot be trusted. And that is to say nothing of the unexplained containers he insists on bringing to our meetings. Whatever the ambassador is planning, I think it unlikely our negotiations will end peacefully. In the event of hostilities, the safety of the conscripts must be our first concern. As such, I would have an escape route in place before the meeting begins. A wise precaution, if the main structure of Castrum Fluminus is to be the stage for the exchange. I believe a thorough inspection is in order. The citadel has stood empty ever since the Imperial withdrawal. While we took steps to ensure they could not be defended by an occupying force, it is entirely possible that the ambassador has arranged things there to his advantage. I will slip inside and make certain we have an unobstructed exit. Pray, allow me to join you. I have some experience of Imperial facilities, and should matters take a turn for the worse, I would hope to be of at least some use. Very good. That should be enough to guarantee us a way out of the castrum. Beyond that, however, we'll need a ship to ferry the conscripts back to the Enclave. Even with every skiff we have, it would take several trips to evacuate everyone. Confederate Sekabune, on the other hand, would require only a single run, and leave us far less vulnerable on the water. Assuming, of course, Rasho can be convinced to part with one. Might I take the lead on this? I've had dealings with Rasho and his pirates before. And I won't be alone, will I, Bulat? You can count on me. Much appreciated. I quite fancy parleying with pirates again. Just a shame Lise won't be there to reprise her role. I'm certain you would not, or you would make a persuasive pair, but I think I'll accompany you to these negotiations all the same. My lord, the ruler of Doma should not be seen consorting with common brigands. Come now, Yukio. They stood with us against the Empire. If we would ask their aid once more, we must treat with them as equals. My presence shall serve to demonstrate our sincerity. Indeed, my lord. Pray forgive my presumption. By your leave, Master Alphino and I shall be about our task. Fist. And we should be on our way to Onokoro. Time is short and Rasho may take some convincing. There is so much to have to do in this. There is so much we have to figure out for all this stuff here. Okay, where are we going? Alright. Now I just gotta talk with Rasho and his gang, and we should be able to hopefully turn this around. So we just lost Tsuyu, or Yotsuyu. I'm not sure what we can really do going forward from here. Tatsui. In my mind, Yotsuyu is deserving of only one fate. Memory loss be damned. Pirate party time? If you don't have the stones for it, we'd be happy to take on the burden. It'll be over nice and swift. Rasho, my man. How's it going, buddy? Now there's a face I didn't expect to see. What brings the noble lord of Doma into the company of bilge rats such as we? If you happen to offer Doman chains in place of Garlean ones, I'm afraid you've wasted a trip. And what fine subjects you would make. With your fleet at our disposal, our restoration efforts would be hastened tenfold. Let us speak seriously. I stand before you not to demand your fealty, but to request your aid once more. We have some big things going on right now. Mayhap you are confused. Doma's liberation was but a means to an end. We aided you only to save ourselves. Now we have no such incentive. We have sworn no oath to you, and will not come running like hounds at their master's whistle. And I will not presume to treat you thus. I come to petition your cooperation as an ally of equal standing. Equal standing, you say? Seems a little bit lopsided to me. Where's the profit for us in all this? Profit? Must you always think in such short-sighted terms? Have you ever heard of doing the right thing? Have you ever heard of pirates, little miss? You'll find we're simple souls. You pay our tithe, you sail in peace. Deny us our due when we take it by force. We'll pull you out of the water if we see you drowning, but we're not in the business of doing something for nothing. Calm yourself, Mr. Salazar. We do not come here to moralize. We came here to talk, and there's more to be said. According to records recovered after the liberation, relatives of your Doman-born brethren were among those conscripted into the Imperial Army. And as you may be aware, we recently negotiated the return of said conscripts. Many, alas, will arrive to find no families waiting for them, no homes to grant them shelter. I would ask you to offer them a place in the Confederacy. You would not be rescuing strangers, but welcoming brothers and sisters into your ranks. And has not the Confederacy been in need of new recruits? You seem well informed of our affairs, Lord Hien. The loss we'd suffered at the Garleans' hands are no secret, but since we drove them out of Doma, the Ruby Sea has come alive with traders and travelers. So many vessels to tax, so few pirates to tax them. Could do with some more hands on deck, and doubly so if they're familiar with the inner workings of the Empire. Very well. The Confederacy agrees to your request. You will have your ship. But before that, you must do something for me. The vessel I have in mind was damaged during a battle with the Empire. Though we have mended her, she has yet to be declared seaworthy. She is sound enough down below, but when you load her up with conscripts and the waterline rises, those upper planks had best be free of cracks. Assuming you want your people to stay dry, you will do me the favor of swimming around the hull to check for weaknesses. That is, if Doman lords are not averse to getting their robes wet. Not this Doman lord. If we each inspect a third of the ship, it shall be done thrice. That is the spirit. Ship is moored at Quickscape Pier. Our apprentice shipwright will be on the deck to hear your report. Look for a lad named Ihanashi. I had thought I had a knack for partying with pirates. For the record, my previous attempt was an unmitigated success, and yes, I should have quit while I was ahead. Well, that's okay. We're here, we did it, we'll be able to get this done. Well, well, I thought the rumors exaggerated, but the young lord lives up to his reputation. Real man of the people, which is important. Nope, we gotta go that way. Or not. I really don't want to fall off this and take a crap ton of damage, so I'm gonna go the long way around. Still. Oh, maybe it is over yonder. There we are. Right? Oh, it's over there. Well, I guess we're just gonna be swimming. Can't die from fall damage out of combat. That may be true. Oh. Still, this gives me good enough time to think about some stuff here. For instance, I have no idea what the heck Asahi is thinking, but I'm pretty sure he's just gonna try and kill Doma, or try and kill Lord Hien, and also with us, or us as well with that. Because his whole plan, that really was just, you know, all that really was just for him to try and deal with this, or get his sister back. So, yeah, can't be trusted for sure. Am I in the right spot? Hold on. I forgot how... Remember there was... We'll go into the keybinds here. Diving, control, spacebar. You might not see me as Super Ton in the next few months. The holiday season starting and I'm a humble postal worker. I can imagine you'd be very, very busy, especially during this time. So no worries on that, Eve. I totally get you. Wait, did I just... I think I went to the wrong place. Hold on. Oh, good God. I'm hoping there aren't 80-hour work weeks again, but we'll see. Hopefully not, because I know you do a lot of overtime, specifically in your job, but that is a lot to have to deal with. And I did completely go right past the boat. It's okay, just have to think of the money. Yeah, no, I feel that. On closer inspection, you spot a small crack in one of the planks. That's one. See, no signs of damage here. Speaking of work, I have to go to bed. I hope you have a great stream, my friend. Hey, I appreciate you, Giva. Again, thank you very much for dropping by. It's always good to see you. I do hope you have some good rest. If you all could say goodnight to Giva in chat, that'd be very appreciated. I'm the shipwright, or apprentice shipwright. Did you find anything that might need attention? The section I inspected seems solid enough. One with a crack, though. On the port side near the bow, you say, alright, I'll have a look and see what I can do. My apologies, I seem to have lagged behind. Could float in that gentle sea all day. Otherwise, I'm happy to report no visible cracking or holes in my section of the hull. Your Lord Hien? Captain sent you to inspect the hull? Kami, have mercy, forgive us this discourtesy, my lord. Ah, 'tis quite alright. In fact, I rather enjoyed it. I take it you are of Doma? Yes, my lord. The Imperials took my father away after the uprising and I had nowhere else to turn. Confederacy became my family. Someone told me they're releasing conscripts now. Maybe my father will be among them. If I can go back, there's no leaving once you've joined. How fair is Our Lady? Is she seaworthy? Captain, we found a small crack in the port side, but I'll have it fixed before you know it. I see you have met the boy. Did he tell you his story? He babbles when he is nervous. Should his father be among the conscripts as he hopes, I mean to give him the choice to leave this life. If he so chooses, I expect you to see they are provided for. I have heard that those who joined the Confederacy forswear all ties with kin and homeland. Is that oath so easily put aside? If I allow it. I see in him the lad I was 25 years ago. You say the words, you mean them, but the yearning for home still lingers. My family is long dead, and I know this life is my lot. But he has scarce dipped his toes with us. If there is a life for him in Doma, he should have the chance to live with it. Well then, the Empire's conquest has uprooted many and more, be it in Yancia or out on the Ruby Sea. We have a duty to ensure that Ihanashi and others like him are free to dwell where they desire. When the matter is settled, I will make preparations to cast off. Well, my friends, it seems we have our ship. Let us return to the Enclave. Alright. Everything is starting to look a lot better. Seems like we'll be able to deal with this. Get this through. I have no idea what Asahi and Yotsuyu are planning for us, but we'll deal with them. Albeit, I'm pissed. If we have a fight with Asahi, I hope I can kick his ass. Let's go. Alizé. Alphino tells me that they had little trouble finding a suitable route of the castrum, but he won't say much more than that. If I didn't know better, I'd think he was hiding something. I can't imagine what. We found the castrum's tower unoccupied and betraying no signs of recent activity. Only shadows and echoes weigh at us there. Alphino seemed oddly reluctant to linger, but I saw naught to concern us. Astrum was deserted, quite deserted. It was a simple matter to plot the surest path out. Hence our swiftness. Something's wrong. It seems Ugiri and Alphino completed the task before us. They have been waiting. We scoured the structure and determined the swiftest path to safety. In the event of hostilities, we will lead the conscripts outside with all possible haste. From there, the Confederacy has pledged a ship to ferry us across the One River. Now we have but to attend the exchange, and pray to Kami these precautions were unnecessary. I don't doubt. No. Primary agreement. Yen is ready to proceed with the prisoner exchange. While we were putting our contingency plans in place, I left Hakuro in charge of organizing transport for the Imperial prisoners. You will see they arrive at the appointed hour, leaving us free to rendezvous with our Confederate allies. Come, they await us on the riverbank not far from the castrum. I get the impression it's gonna be pretty bad. I don't know why, but I'm just getting this very... I don't know. Something's up. And it's also partly because, I mean, Yotsuyu, upon figuring out what was going on, straight up killed her foster parents. Which, if I'm being honest, they kind of deserved it. These guys were bastards. Let's see what we get from this. Ooh. This looks like it's less. 302, 137. It is not as cool, but let's see what it looks like. It's okay. I think I'm more akin to Neferia's look, though. And this does still look pretty cool with it. But yeah. Tried to write. Oh yeah, you're right. I can do that. Ooh, I like those. Those are actually pretty cool looking. It's got green on it, but here's the thing. It has less critical hit 94. Yeah, this one's Neferia's is better. So I'll stick with that one for the meantime. But still, I look cool. I think we're gonna be doing pretty well, so where are we heading off to now? If I just go... Can end up closer there if I just port and then go to the boat, I think. Let's go. So yeah, we're just gonna go right over. I can only imagine how bad this is gonna be, though. It's like, are we gonna have to... Like, I'm fine with fighting Asahi, but I'm not super fine with fighting Yotsuyu at the moment. Even if she did a whole bunch of stuff and really, like, mess with a lot of people, not gonna lie, her backstory does. Like, if she was just shown one modicum of, like, kindness from the start. Like, she's good with Gosetsu. I mean, Gosetsu actually is nice to her, kind to her, cares about her deeply. Oh boy. Alizé. No matter what Asahi throws at us, we cannot let that monster have his way. Would that we had some hint as to the ambassador's intentions. Had we not prepared for the worst, I should be wary of going through with this at all. The tower rather spoils the view across the river, does it not? I concede. We might perhaps have chosen a less ominous place to conduct the search and exchange. Do not worry about the ship. It will be where it needs to be, and with Tansui at the helm. My only concern is the safe return of our people. That is what my lord wishes, and that is what shall be done. Your party is assembled, then? Aye, and ready for what lies ahead, I trust. Lest there be any confusion, though. The tower across the water is to be the scene of the exchange. That, and whatever else Asahi has planned. But regardless of the ambassador's intentions, we will bring our people home. Yugiri, you are to evacuate the conscripts at the first sign of trouble. Yes, my lord. We, meanwhile, shall recover their escape, and lend what support we can. Your ship awaits you at the Castrum's loading docks. She will see you safely home. And I'll stand ready to play their part. Come, let us be about it. Here we go. This feels very... This feels very final to an arc. Uh-huh.
At last, the hour has come. The conclusion to these negotiations will mark a new beginning for Dorma and the Empire. A first step on the road to peaceful coexistence.
I don't trust this guy as far as I can throw him.
Indeed. We are ready to proceed with the exchange when you are. Forgive my curiosity, Ambassador, but is there a purpose to these containers you bring with you?
Oh, the supply crates. They are filled with materials we hoped might be of use in Dorma's restoration. I meant to gift them to you at our last meeting, but we had so much else to discuss.
How very generous. I confess I had not expected such compassion. Welcome though it is. But then I was also surprised by the news that one of our captives had delivered herself into your custody ahead of time.
Oh, I didn't mean
Are you
to
perhaps
click that.
referring to me, Lord Hien?
Okay.
Yotsuyu.
Orphan of the Nairi, widow of Sashihai, and acting Viceroy of Dorma! You and your people are mine to govern, mine to punish!
Well, well. It would seem your shattered mind is mended. As per our agreement with the ambassador, you are free to return with him to the Empire. Your authority as acting viceroy, however, is no longer recognized here.
My position is not for you to decide, little lordling. All who resist the rule of the Empire must be purged. Such was the order given to me by Lord Xenos himself. I will reign here in this putrid, pestilent swamp until the last of you has been broken.
What is this?
This land shall know no dawn. I will spew forth darkness and drown all in eternal night. And high above you I shall shine, uncaring, cold and distant as the moon!
You actual motherfucker.
What has she done?
Crystals.
Oh gods, this is a summoning.
Oh. Oh. Uh-oh.
A Dorman citizen has called forth an icon in direct violation of our primary agreement. The negotiations have failed. Abandon the captives and make preparations to withdraw.
You motherfucker.
But Ambassador!
Disobey me, Pilus, and you disobey the Emperor. Make preparations to withdraw! Now!
As you command.
My lord, you must fall back!
You ask me to run? Against such a foe, I would be more hindrance than help. The field is yours. We will withdraw, but not without our countrymen. I want every soul accounted for. Every soul!
My lord.
I knew you would not flee. I see now the strength which flows from that baleful light of yours. But I am become Tsukuyomi, goddess of the moon and divinity of night. What power can compare to such celestial majesty?
Same power that was able to defeat Shinryu and Xenos.
I shall plunge all I despise into darkness. And within that black abyss, even your light shall flicker and fail. Come, let us cast the stalks and look upon the fate of Dora. I see a future in which the sun sets on this wretched land. Once and for all!
Yep, here we go. Okay, we have a fight with Tsukuyomi. Just gonna start swinging on her, I guess. Well, shoot. I don't know if you want to join in on this, Nefaria. Bit busy? No worries. I'll go into this then. Okay, we got some time though. It's not too bad. I'm in an instance? Ah, gotcha. Fair enough. We should be able to take this one down though. Okay, I'm gonna watch a video on this because I have no idea what I'm gonna be going through. So we're fighting Tsukuyomi? Alright, so what do we have to watch out for in terms of this fight? I don't remember this fight super well, I just remember having to go from one side of the room to the other to balance a debuff. Oh, okay. Tsukuyomi. Okay, so what's the deal with this fight? What do I have to do in this? So it looks like we got already two out of the 4 DPS, which isn't bad. Huh. Okay. Alright, so it looks like she's got some AoE stuff to throw down, which is okay. Huh. Doesn't seem like it's crazy difficult. We'll see. We still got a lot of time before we have to go, but just want to check in. How's everyone doing here in the chat? Everyone doing okay? A little bit of some wait time at the moment. It was pretty easy, you just have to keep track of the debuff. Okay. Looks like there's a few different spawns that'll come in. Oh, here we go. Comments. Come on, DPS. Get her there. Come on. There we go. I am ready for this. Let's frickin' go. Oh. All right. I'm gonna close position with you, Mr. Tank.
It's going to be a long night. Whoa!
I'm sorry. What? Bro, what happened?
Your end is near.
How did we all die? There wasn't any... I don't understand. Well, whenever I come back up, I guess. Yes, please. It, like... Okay.
Beg for mercy. Your death will be all the sweeter.
Oh. Oh, shoot. Suffering fuels her malice. Wait, okay. Don't forget standard step, you're right. Oh. Oh.
In darkness blooms the spider lily. From mortal I rise anew. Suffused with night, I shall prevail.
What's going on? Okay, so do I have to go to the white? Uh-oh. I think I have to go this way.
Moonlight's chill, shine petals veil.
Oh, this is a lot to do. Okay, I think I get it. I think I get the gimmick with this.
Whoa! Strike them! Suffused with night, I shall prevail.
This music is amazing, mind you. Alright, I need to go to this side. Oh, I need to go this side.
Your end is near.
Uh-oh. Oh, well, that's a problem.
In scream.
Yeah, this song is amazing. Ugh. Except... Oh.
No. Not yet. Not yet.
Second wind.
I'll grind you under my heel.
Holy shit, dog. Oh my god.
I'll grind you under my heel.
Oh. No board. Oh.
I'll grind you under my heel.
Go in. Yep. Oh my god. We did it. Her hair turned white. So did her outfit, too. Oh my god. That was absurd. But a cool fight for sure. Who shot her? Really?
You really must learn to finish the job. 'Tis true that a gaudy mirror and a handful of crystals make for a feeble summoning. But even the weakest icon is a god of sorts. A threat that must be put down.
You instigated this entire thing, you bastard.
My, such hostility. These beings are the sworn enemies of the Empire. I merely did my duty as an Imperial officer. Will you surrender to anger then? Slay an anointed emissary to avenge a fallen foe?
Ha! You cannot, of course! To do so would
burn the bridges we have labored so hard to build. Oh, but I'm forgetting. They're already ash. This Dorman woman has seen to that. The Empire cannot ally itself with any nation that refuses to renounce summoning. I believe I was most clear on that point. It should have been mine. The power he bestowed upon her. I should have been the one to govern Dorma. I would have repaid his faith.
You're really
No
this
one
much
alive
of a
loves him more
motherfucker?
than I! Instead, this harlot betrayed his trust. Useless piece of filth! Worthless whore!
Thank you, dear brother, for this precious gift. Vengeance. These people, our people, they ignore the corruption which festers beneath the surface. Cast aside that which is dirty and broken. Speak not of things which would disrupt their dreary little lives. Like you, Asahi. Always pretending not to see. You were the first. The first I swore to kill. Such bliss. I had thought my hunger insatiable. But now I am satisfied. You should feel honored, dear brother. I saved the last of my strength, just for you. What's the matter? The Witch of Doma will soon be dead.
You deserved a kinder fate.
Her happiness was never to be. Not in this world. I wonder, was the fruit as sweet as he remembered?
Xenos.
Now we know.
I am at your disposal.
Asai, you were born of Doma.
Yes, my lord. I am honored that you would remember me. How may I serve?
You are hereby appointed Ambassador Plenipotentiary, and empowered to speak with the voice of the Emperor. Return to your native land of Doma, and announce your intention to sue for peace.
For peace?
Once negotiations are underway, you are to locate the acting Viceroy.
She lives? That is to say, I will, my lord.
When you have found her, you will initiate a ritual to call forth an icon. I will instruct you in the necessary steps. Yotsuyu's faith is unreliable, but as a child raised to believe in the Kami, she will serve as a vessel for one of the Kojin's gods. She need only wish it to be so.
But why? I mean...
The power will seem a gift, but the icon's essence will consume her. She will be no more than a husk, a slave to whim and desire.
My lord, ever since the day you saw fit to save my miserable life, I have dreamed of repaying your benevolence. Upon my honor, I swear to devote myself wholly to your service. All that you command will be done, no matter the cost. But I fear the subtleties of your plan yet elude me. From the reports I have heard, the champion who aids the Doman resistance would make short work of a single icon.
The icon is merely a message. The pacifist teachings of the Populares spread through this city like a plague. And I would remind the people of the threat we face. You will be my chosen agent. The hand which tolls the warning bell. The salvation of this world will not be won through the signing of treaties.
Your chosen agent. I will not fail you, my lord. My master, Lord Xenos, he will come for you.
You have prevailed, I see.
At what cost, though?
She is gone. Wherefore did the Kami spare us, only to inflict this pain?
Death shall not want for company this day. You spared us a worse disaster, But I fear our fledgling peace with the Empire was beyond saving.
No fucking kidding.
Lord Hien!
Maxima, is it not? I assumed you long fled.
I entertain thoughts of escape even now. But our negotiations have yet to reach a satisfying conclusion. The ambassador insisted that the summoning spelled an end to our mission here. But it seemed to me there was more to the tale.
I'm not gonna explain the echo. Motherfucking goat. Yep. Xenos was behind this plot.
I have heard tell of this power you wield. And in your vision, you witnessed Lord Xenos giving these orders.
I guess I'm gonna frickin' just tell him anyway.
How can that be? Xenos is dead. He took his own life after the battle in Alamigo.
That's what I want to know.
I saw his body with my own eyes.
Forgive me, but Lord Xenos is very much alive. He granted our party an audience prior to our departure. That he was gravely
This
wounded
dude's
is
great.
certain,
Okay,
but
that's good.
his recovery appeared to be proceeding apace.
I'm afraid I share Lord Hien's confusion. The man's death was confirmed and his remains interred. These are matters of public record.
I mean, we have magic that can revive
I have no doubt you
people.
believe what you say. But what then is the explanation? That an imposter has infiltrated the innermost circle of the Imperial Court? The idea is inconceivable, absurd. But worthy of investigation nonetheless. Our movement can ill afford to have a highly placed pretender undermining our efforts.
Your efforts may yet bear fruit. Tell me, what is to become of our prisoner exchange? Though we have already taken custody of our conscripts, we have yet to release your Imperial comrades. Do you still intend to collect them?
Yes. As the late Ambassador's second-in-command, it falls to me to speak on the Empire's behalf. And I'm happy to confirm our intent to proceed according to the original agreement.
Okay.
Then let us be about it. 'Twould be a pity to abandon such a promising beginning.
Indeed. You have my thanks, Lord Hien. As soon as our people are secure aboard our airship, we shall depart straightways for Garlemald.
Garlemald.
Tread lightly, Pinus. I sense treachery awaits you there.
For real.
Might I accompany you to the capital?
You're going to the
Alphino, have
capital?
you gone mad?
Imposter or no, if Xenos was instructing Asahi on the finer points of ritual summoning, then experience tells us there is an Ascian waiting in the wings. Without our knowledge and expertise, our new friends will be hard-pressed to contend with a foe for whom death is but a minor inconvenience. They need our help.
Were you indeed willing to share your knowledge of this enemy, we would not shun your counsel.
You truly mean to do this? In full knowledge of the danger?
I have seen the Warrior of Light risk his life on countless occasions. Next to him, I'm scarce more than a distraction on the battlefield. But in the meeting room or the audience chamber, there I can make a difference. I can strike bargains, forge ties, and change minds. And where better to do these things than in the home of our old enemy?
I believe in the Alphino.
Tis not for me to stop you, but I would have you consider an alternative arrangement. Rather than braving the Empire as a simple traveler, go forth as an emissary of Doma. Such a position should offer you some measure of protection.
Go then. You've obviously made up your mind. Just try not to do anything reckless, all right?
I shall be on my best behavior. Farewell, my friends.
Oh, Yugiri. Setsu dragged himself here from his thick bed only to be greeted by the sight of Yotsuyu's corpse. I had not the words to comfort him. Ah, Alphino, you impulsive fool. I thought about trying to talk him out of it, but I know what I would say if the roles were reversed. Stubbornness is something of a family trait. I knew Asahi was playing some manner of treachery, but a summoning? Thank the Kami you were here, my friend. None of us would have escaped Yotsuyu's vengeance had you not intervened. She was a pawn, aye, but she still had a choice, and she chose to submit to the ambassador's plan. It is little wonder Gosetsu departed in silence. I gather he left the same way he came, alone aboard a rowing boat. As for the conscripts, most made to the Sekibune before the battle began in earnest, but the vessel yet waits in the riverbank for those who did not flee in time. Then I would suggest we put this doleful place behind us and make for the Enclave together. It would be a shame to miss the joyous reunion. Bro, this frickin'... this expansion, this like... this is rough.
How often have I imagined this moment? Thank you for helping it come to pass.
Families reconnected. Gosetsu, though.
Ah, there you are.
He's back in his gear.
Gosetsu, your hair. My friend, what have you done?
Emo Shep, thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate you dropping by. Welcome in, Raiders. The name's Ooze. I appreciate you coming in. We're coming in at the, actually a long stop. It's a raid. Get raided, friends. Well, thank you very much for that, Emo Shep, and I appreciate you coming in. But yes, thanks for coming in. What have you been playing? What were you, at least doing with your community? And thank you very much for dropping by. For those that are not aware, my name is Ooze. I am a gelatinous cube janitor here in the Void Keep Depths and Furia, keeping things tidy and keeping things clean, while my Lich Master is currently without her corporeal body. But yeah, we've been playing a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV. What were you all playing? Were you doing some chatting by chance? I shall give you a follow as well. But yeah, if you have to also, see, if you have to get going by chance, or if you have to get moseying on just in terms of some stream aftercare, totally understand that. But I do appreciate you sharing your community here. We've gotten into some heavy territory. We're finishing up Stormblood. I say finishing up, I don't know how much left we have at this time.
An old man who cannot raise his blade has no place in the service of a young lord. Thus did I decide to devote my remaining days to pilgrimage. I will walk this land, offering prayers of repose for all the souls who left this life in suffering.
So he's gonna live as a monk. Oh.
All of them?
Technically, yes, is the narrative end of Stormblood. The rest is prelude to Shadowbringers. Safe travels, Gosetsu.
A fulsome farewell makes for an enjoyable journey.
Scarcely have we said our goodbyes to Alphino, and you leave us too. But 'tis well that my companions find their own way forward. I must endeavor to do the same.
Wait, never mind.
I have faith that you will find the best path for Doma without me, my lord. Pray forgive me this last act
Oh, you were
of
playing some
selfishness,
Final Fantasy XIV as
grant me
well?
your
Nice.
blessing.
What's your main? Like, what are you playing as far as your, character and also your class at the moment? I guess you could always change your classes, but do you have any preference as far as what class you normally play, Emo Shep? Yeah, we just fought Yotsuyu and Tsukiyomi for that matter.
You have
that
earned
was
it
rough.
1,000 times over. Go in peace, my friend. I shall make of Doma a land where children laugh and none need live in fear.
There is no better way to honor those who went before.
Damn.
And with that, I take my leave.
Oh, Gosetsu, I do hope that you take care of yourself, man. I gotcha. Started on Bard before switching to Dark Knight, before switching to Dancer. Now I'm leveling Reaper. There are a few others too, but I've yet to focus on any of those. I can honestly say Dark Knight's really cool, and hell yeah, Dancers. But yeah, I've been looking into Reaper. I definitely know that Reaper's really cool. But yeah. I've been playing Dancer for the majority of Stormblood. I was trying to level up Dark Knight a bit, but I'm right now actually trying to get through Dragoon, which is really funny if you've already played through Heaven's Ward and you're dealing with a Stinian in like the pre-Heaven's Ward content after Heaven's Ward is done. It's actually pretty funny though. Yugiri. Gotsetsu relinquished his duties with a grace befitting a samurai lord. I only hope that I can fill the void which he has left behind. It will be far too quiet without Gosetsu around. I wonder if we'll ever see him again. Oh, speaking of reunions, have you spoken with Ihanashi? Turns out his father was among the returning conscripts. I would like to thank the kami who spotted that cracked plank. That ship ended up bringing my father home. And the captain said, well, let's just say I'm not a pirate anymore. I'm gonna live in Doma with my father. We're free. Yeah, you go, buddy. Gosetsu. Fair journey to you, my friend. Got me switching to Dancer because I was too scared to tank a trial at the end of Heaven's Word. Lol, I hear that on Dragoon, though. Yeah, it's funny. It is very funny, just like going through Dragoon and just having it be like, I'm going to take the Eye of Needhog far away from here. It's just like, and him just like paying attention. It's like, you know, so War of Light, we meet for the first time. It's like, Estinian, we just went through all of this like just a few expansions ago. What are you talking about, buddy? Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that, Emoshep. Also, if you or any of your community members want to, you can follow me on my socials. And of course, if you do want to also hang out after stream as well, we do have our Discord as well there. That's a permanent link to the Void Keep Depths. Feel free to drop by if you do so choose. Let's see. A bittersweet occasion, but there's yet ample cause to be grateful. Pray join us in the Kian Kan. Thank you properly. Let's go in. I'm interested in seeing what transpires here. I would imagine you'd be expecting me considering you just walked in. With all that out of the way, Doma should be able to look forward to a period of relative calm. As for us, well, we have an intriguing story to tell everyone back at the Rising Stones. Glad to chill. I gotta head out and turn in, but it was good to stop by and say hello and have fun with the rest of the stream. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Emoshep, and I hope you get some good rest as well. Lord Hien trained on the Gosetsu from the day he was old enough to hold a sword. Though he smiled through all the farewells, none will feel his absence more keenly. Our brothers and sisters are returned to us, and the dream of Doma's restoration that much closer to being realized. It is a day that will live long in a memory, and one that would never have dawned without the courageous actions of the Scions. On behalf of Doma and our people, we give you our deepest thanks. Lest you think me complacent, I assure you, I have not forgotten the dark cloud on the horizon. That Xenos lives is a source of grave concern, mayhap the gravest. Yet there is little be done but wait for Alphino to send word. Until then, I plan to devote myself to fulfilling the promise I made to Gosetsu, by building a nation which none need live in fear. I confess I miss him already, but the thought that he has at last found peace goes some way to softening the blow. I wonder, did you ever stop to ask yourself why he showed Yotsuyu such kindness? I believe the answer lies in past tragedy, specifically the death of his wife and daughter during the invasion. Though he hid it well, they were never far from his thoughts. In Yotsuyu's childlike mien, I believe he saw not a fallen tyrant, but the little girl who was lost. After the loss of his family, Gosetsu devoted himself wholly to the service of his country. He suffered any hardship, strove beyond the limits of endurance, without hesitation or complaint. Though Suyu could never truly replace his daughter, I had hoped that with her at his side, he might live out the remainder of his days in relative contentment. Would that the kami had been so minded. Even now I labor to discern any meaning in Yotsuyu's fate. Deliver her from certain death with no memory of her sins, only to leave her at the mercy of her stepbrother? Can that truly have been their will? That I cannot tell you. The will of the kami is not for us to know. What I do know is that for a brief moment, a girl known as Suyu lived among us, and that she brought with her a whisper of respite for a grieving heart. No! Set up sequence. Okay. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, thank you very much for the sit-up, Stormy. I'm hoping you're having a good day at that. Thank you very much for that, too. If you guys aren't following Stormy, you're doing yourself a major disservice. Stormy is an amazing person, amazing VTuber, just an amazing streamer all in all. Plays Phasmophobia, Honkai, and Genshin Impact. If you could give them a follow, that'd be great. Primary agreement. We did it. Thank you, and bounce to bed. That's honestly fair, because I think after this I'm about ready to do so as well. Doma owes you a great debt, my friend. Thanks to you, we have everything we need to prosper. You and Alize must promise to visit us again soon. And Alphino too, when he returns to the Empire. Know that my thoughts go with him. How far his pilgrimage may take him, we have not seen the last of Gosatsu of that time, sir. Under the moonlight, Alize seems ready to bid farewell to Doma. One quest away from finishing this patch. I think it's time we were going, don't you? We've done all we can here and we have a lot to report. Before we head back to the Rising Stones, let's call in at Rogger's Reach. We should be the ones to tell Lisa about Xenos. After everything we went through together, we owe her that. Nefir, question. Should I finish up this quest and then call it a night from there? Like, how long is this one gonna go? Yeah? Okay. Then we go to Rogger's Reach. So close to finishing. I don't think it's very long, maybe a cutscene or two. Okay, that's good to know. And that at least helps because we had a raid. I'm not gonna lie though, like, just as an aside, that's Wedge. My character is so pretty. Look at him. He's incredibly pretty and handsome. Like, I do prefer the male Viera look, and it's a very, like, unique look at that. Okay. It's been a long time, Elise. They've been quiet since the treachery in the throne room, but the Kalyana are a problem we'll need to solve at some point. Bulat, Alize, you're back. No Alphino? It's good to see you, Elise. As for my headstrong brother, he's off on what will almost certainly turn out to be a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Garlemald. It's a long story, but we have evidence that Xenos might still be alive. What? But that's... If this is a joke, gods, this had better be a joke. Nope, it's very much not. Look, I know what I saw, alright. We all saw it. And here you're saying he's alive and well, living the high life back in Garlemald? I know how ludicrous this sounds. I'm still having difficulty believing it myself. But while I might doubt the word of an Imperial envoy, I'm inclined to trust Bulat's. He saw the Crown Prince through the echo in a meeting that could only have taken place in the recent past. It was him, Xenos. No, it must have been, I don't know, some kind of really convincing imposter. Xenos is dead. He had a great big hole in his neck. We buried him. Aye, and someone went to the trouble of desecrating the bastard's grave, remember? Those gilded halls, whatever are you talking about? Hey, it's the boy. Tancred, what brings you to the Reach? Alphinoid and me lending a hand at the saltery, keeping an eye on the rebuilding work and so on, just until operations were up and running. And now that they are, I thought I might look in on you before wending my weary way back to headquarters. Forgive me if I misheard, but is there some suggestion the late Crown Prince could have gotten better? If so, I might suggest a quick look inside his coffin as our first order of business. As much as I hated the man, it doesn't feel right defiling his grave. But if it will put this rumor to rest, I suppose we have to, and when there are no curious eyes about, if we can manage it. Xenos is buried up at Bloodhound Blocks. His grave was set apart from the others and left unmarked so as not to upset the locals. Kinda miss his washed up hobo face. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Nago, you're in charge until I get back. My god, that is a long distance. Yeah, this is ridiculous, though. And it's like, I mean, truth be told, we are in Final Fantasy where, like, Revive is a spell. That's just a spell that we have access to, or Raise, to be honest. So it's like, someone could have done that. But what's a little bit weird is, I mean, I know that Garlemald doesn't use magic. They can't unless they have the resonance or whatever it is, the like fake echo specifically. So it is weird though that he's just back. Ah. Wait, what? Oh, oh, oh. Well, they did make the fake echo, yeah, they did. Most of the graves are grouped together, but they managed to find a lonely spot for Xenos, didn't they? My money's on writhing snakes, possibly spiders. Let's pry it open and see what comes out. This is it. Gods, he better be in there. Someone scrawled all over the stone a while ago, but I had scrubbed off and thought no more about it. So, no one thought to check if the coffin was still occupied? Well, then we are presented with but one course of action. And we had best be sure we are not observed in the doing of it. Shall we begin?
Oh dear. We seem to be missing a corpse.
Well, it must be somewhere. I only hope it isn't walking around.
I think we're dealing with it here, dudes. If there's no corpse, then are we to conclude the rumors are true? What weapon did that dude have? Did not see. Not necessarily. We might still be dealing with a doppelganger of some kind. An agent could have been sent to dispose of the body in a bid to lend credence to the tale of Xenos' resurrection. More and more, however, I find myself siding with Alphino's theory of Ascian possession. Speaking from experience, I can tell you they have no qualms about taking a living host, let alone a dead one. You're saying an Ascian is walking around in Xenos' body? Seems a distinct possibility. Once I have put his grave back the way we found it, to pay a visit to the people responsible for interring the Crown Prince. Before leaping to any conclusions, I want to know for sure if a body was ever buried here, and how certain we are that Xenos was properly dead. If he wasn't, that was some trick. He as good as cut his own head off. Anyway, Raubon needs to hear about this. Find anything out, send word to me at Ralger's Reach. I don't know why I'm surprised. With matters settling down in Doma, we would do another crisis. Shall we make for the Rising Stones then? It's past time we shared these developments with the others. While I was waiting for you to arrive, I spoke with Urianger over Link Pearl and gave him a full report. Ishtola is on her way and should be here any... Ah! Alize, Bulat, 'tis good to see you safe and well. What news have you from the east? The mangled corpse of Xenos is just walking around. Disturbing developments indeed. Given all that we know, I too would conclude that an Ascian now inhabits Xenos' body. A doppelganger might fool the Crown Prince's subordinates, but Bulat? Nay, Alphino had the right of it. Would that his wisdom extended to the question of his own safety. Capable though he has become, he ventures alone into the enemy's stronghold in the shadowy web of the Paragons, like as not. When it comes to making rash decisions, I'm hardly in a position to criticize, but I'm worried. I just wish there was something I could do for him besides pray. God. God, dude. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. We cannot suffer icons to exist. Was I not clear on this point? More than clear. Oh, I should probably try this. More than clear. The icon in question was summarily dispatched by the Warrior of Light. The summoner is dead, and the right beyond repeating. Everything proceeded according to plan. Every part behaving exactly as required. Dumb little jacket hanging from his shoulders, Lamel. My methods may seem extreme, but there is no cause for concern. I work only to ensure the salvation of this star. That's not what he's about. What? Hello? What are you doing fiddling with that thing? I asked you a question, soldier. Wait, what is... What? Have you lost your mind? I'm sorry. I've lost many things, but my mind is yet my own. There upon the stage I stood prepared to take my final blow, only to find that the finale was but an intermission. It's Xenos. Shall I use this chance to repent for my sins, embrace goodness and mediocrity? Nay, I think not. The one I yearn to face yet lives, the hunt must go on. Well, shit, dog. I'm gonna go ahead and take a seat. Oh boy. What a day. What a day. That's the patch. Cool. Oh my god. That was a lot. That was a lot to get through. We played for near 4 hours. I'm gonna go back to here. Let's put on some music. Damn, son. We went through a lot of content there. It's a lot of good content. Jeez, though. We took care of the whole situation as far as just the affair with Doma and all that. Now we have to freaking figure out how to deal with Xenos' body being possessed by an Ascian and Xenos just walking around. Which would be a lot of fun. Oh. But yeah, that was still a lot of fun and we got through quite a bit. But it is definitely time to go to bed because I got work at 6 in the morning tomorrow. Oh, what to do? Well, for the meantime, what we can definitely do is we can head off and I can get you guys over to someone else to be playing or at least to be hanging out with for the rest of the night. Looks like we got a few friends on, which is also pretty good. So yeah. Where shall I leave you all for the meantime? That is the question. Let's see. Still, I will say thank you very much for hanging out with me as long as you all did, and also just chilling with me in chat just as well. Let's figure out where to go. I do see that a few friends are online. I do see that one friend is also playing some stuff. Oh, you know what? I'll get you guys over to Hayami Mai because she's playing some Hades at the moment. And that's actually one of my favorite games, so we'll go and chill out with her for the meantime. As far as what we're gonna do for this. Oh my goodness. Slime's oozing in from Doma. You raiding the depths of Hades. Okay, we'll go ahead and use that for this. And if you guys don't have my subscription, feel free to use the little creeper emote. If you do have my subscription, feel free to use the Ooze Cube emote. I'll be back in on Friday. We might be doing something a little different. Might be going for some spooky videos and stuff like that, but we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, we'll go and see Hayami Mai, who is a 302-year-old traveling fox with a lot of different large baggage there, playing some Hades. But let's go ahead and get this raid going. Hayami Mai. Alright, but I thank you all so much for hanging out with me as long as you did. Thanks very much for hanging out with me for this stream. I hope everyone has a good night. Do take care and goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.